I am Israel, this is Amber, and this is To Win Begins Within. This is men's relationship wisdom. The topic of this video is, how do you win at the relationship game?
Do you do it?
So how do you do it? The best thing is that you have to take an approach in any kind of game. It's not necessarily you want to win. It's how you do everything not to lose.
Right.
So when you switch strategies on not to lose, it's really prevention. So before anything, the superheroes that are the strongest, the ones that you can't get rid of, is the ones that have the best defense. Think of Deadpool, Wolverine, the ones that are indestructible. Even think about the villains that always come back, like the villain in Terminator, the one that's the Mercury guy. So they always come back. Those are the most powerful, and that's what you got to think of. You have to be more anti-fragile. So the prevention game is how do you win at the relationship game? Is that you really have to avoid all the traps. You have to think the worst and hope for the best. Now, how do you do that? So the thing is, you have to assume the worst. So think about it, guys. If you're going to go into a relationship, what is the worst thing that can happen? So you got to put it. We're going to go through the list, and how do you prevent it? So once you go, what's going to happen? The worst thing that can happen. Then you're going to cater towards how would that happen. You're going to work backwards to see the signs that led up to that event. Exactly. So there's a lot of things that we can think bad of in the relationship. So one of the bad relationships is being in a relationship with a gold digger, not know it.
Oh, that's true.
So think about it. Think like a gold digger. What would you do to get the most out of a man thinking like a man? As a man, what would you do?
Try to manipulate you in some way.
Exactly. You would lie the most that you can. So I, as a gold digger, I would make the guy feel real special. Think he's the boss. Make him feel really good. And then he reciprocates me in giving me things that are actually tangible, especially money.
Right.
So a good gold digger will fool the guy into believing that he's special himself and he caters to her financially.
Right.
So that's how we do it. So a smooth gold digger, how would she do it? She would be untraceable. She would get the money somehow. So sometimes it's not the actual money direct. It kind of makes it a little bit more obvious, but she can do it indirectly.
What, like gifts, trips, how?
So like say, you get her, be like, oh, she has trouble, with her car. She needs a new car, and you get her. She's like, oh, I really like this car. She never asked for it.
Oh.
It kind of makes it your idea, but she hints it there.
Like planted a seed.
Yeah. So like she gets a car, but she complains it's not under my name. So anytime, guys, that there's money coming out, that's part of it. So it's like, how can you tell if she's gold digging or not? Well, you have to be creative. You have to really think the worst. The worst is thinking, hey, you know what? She's not doing this because I'm special. If she really thought you were special, you probably don't have to do those things, guys.
Very true.
Right?
Yeah, because if she adored you, she'd just want to be with you.
So think about this way. Is there a universe where there's a woman that can really love you, really hope for the best, and throughout the marriage she can turn into a gold digger and try to get the most out of her husband?
Absolutely.
I bet you that exists. How does that look? She probably tells you, hey, you know what? Pay the house off. Why? Because when she divorces your ass, there's less to pay. So that's pretty far-fetched to look that far into the future. But if you plan accordingly, if you plan for the worst, if she comes out to be a gold digger, you're prepared. And if she's not a gold digger, doesn't matter. You were still prepared anyways.
You're still protected, yeah.
You're still protected. It's like insurance. So if she comes out to be a good girl, great. She didn't take advantage of you. And if she did, you have an insurance plan.
That's right.
So that's what you got to prepare for. You got to look at those things. So another one is, let's say you prepare, the worst thing is in a relationship, she cheats on you. What can she do to cheat on you? Well, let's say she does. Are you prepared that if you find out if she cheats, that you're going to have to do the less minimal damage? So let's say that you prepare, hey, I'm going to get into this relationship and I'm going to assume that she cheats on me. If she cheats on you, what are you going to do?
Leave her.
Leave her. So you want to make a clean exit plan. You accept it and move on, guys.
Don't beg, don't ask why, don't need,
Yeah. The best way for her not to cheat on you is to know, because she has front row seat of your escalation. If you're a badass motherfucker and you're growing, and you're doing this, and she sees the results consistently, even though you're kind of going up and down, but it's an up and down, but the overall trajectory is up. She knows that I'm not gonna leave this place, man. I got a good thing going on because everything he's doing is going up. I don't want to jeopardize it. That's the best anti-cheat. She doesn't want to leave because it's gonna hurt.
Right.
Right? She doesn't want to leave because it hurts. And the best thing is that she might leave you if you're escalating, if you're married, because the pile that you stack up, half is hers.
And it gets bigger
so
and
you
bigger.
don't want to get married. So if you want to get cheated on and you want to make it tempting for her to leave you, marry her and become badass so she'll leave you. Even the richest guys, it's more tempting to leave them than to keep them.
Yep.
So don't get married. So now she has more of an interest not to cheat on you because she's not married. She can't hold you down. And if you treat her good, she's not going to want to go anywhere. That's the best anti-treatment for being cheated on. But you have to make, even if you treat her well, she can have an indifference of something else. You could give her 99%, and that one thing that you don't give her, she's going to look over there and she's going to cheat on you. And sometimes that's an acceptance. You might not be perfect in her eyes. People change their minds. But if you make a plan that she cheats on you, you have a clean exit plan. That's what you have. And if she knows you have a clean exit plan, it's probably going to be less likely she cheats on you anyway. So you have to prepare for the worst. What's another one that you have to prepare? Another one is that she's more a consumer than a contributor. So that's more of a me than a we.
Right.
So if somebody's really in your best interest, they don't want to make your situation worse. If she really loves you, she doesn't want to put you in a worse predicament. So if she's consumed, give me gifts, give me this, I want this house, I don't care how you do it, I want the big ring. She's like, let's not spend it on big rings, let's just save it for our home. See, that's a little better if it's true.
Right.
You know, don't work more so you can just give me a better lifestyle when it's unnecessary. Don't get a Lexus, get a Toyota. I'm with you anyways. I'm not looking for somebody else. You know, those are the things that she does. If she consumes more than she contributes, then you have to make a plan for that. So what do you make a plan? The plan is to get rid of her ass. That's the plan. If she's not aiding, replace her.
Yeah. Upgrade.
Upgrade, that's right. That's your plan. Another plan is you need to make if you're going to get divorced. The plan is not to get divorced. Don't get married, guys.
Yeah, obviously.
Worst case scenario. So to avoid worst case scenario and divorce, don't get married. Okay, that one's easy. And it's one of the hardest ones that people don't. Another one is, do you think that she's going to have kids and get a check from you? Not on purpose, not in the beginning. Let's say she was going to. Like she is going to have kids so that you can pay her on a subscription for the kids to get a check. Let's say that's her plan.
Right.
Let's say that is. Do you think that she's ever going to tell you she's going to do that?
No, absolutely not. She's going to pretend to be on her birth control pills, take them regularly, but oh, guess what? Maybe she forgot.
There are no accidents, guys. She's pregnant means ka-ching for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it's true.
For a while.
At least 18 years.
At least 18 years. And that's maybe not even yours. So get a
I was going to say, that's
first.
assuming it's yours.
So the best thing to do is that, do you think that she ever's going to have kids just for the check? Maybe, maybe not. But if you prepare for the worst, don't have kids, guys. Because that's what a lot of girls do.
It is.
So that's the thing. And even if you have kids and she's not, things change. Things change, people change. She thinks that your parenting is not good like hers. She wants to raise her hers, and she has power. She's going to take the kids away.
Right.
You're going to use the leverage against your kids because
whatever
she has power.
yeah. She'll use it.
So worst case scenario, you think that, okay, how do you prevent? The next one is, see, she wants alimony. Alimony is don't move in, guys. Think that girls, I've seen this. Girls will act the sweetest. They will treat you the best. They'll make it your idea. They won't say that I want to move in. They'll just make it, oh, you know, I can't do this. If we were together, I don't have to travel so much. They'll make
we can see
everything.
each other more.
They're very manipulative in a way to get into a relationship, to go in with you. And in certain states, you got to be careful, especially in Texas. In Texas, if you live in for a certain while, they can, boom, put alimony in you.
Yeah.
They're going to act the sweetest. They're going to act the total opposite.
And then you provide a certain lifestyle for them, you're gonna end up paying for it.
I've seen it. So you be careful, guys. Alimony. If you prevent that, don't do it. Because you work hard and all that stuff. And a lot of these girls, they're not after you. They're after your resources. Think about it. Like, say, this is how I explain it to men. Okay, do you work because you love your job and you happen to get paid? or do you work to get paid? Most of us work to get paid. So if you can just get the money and avoid the job, would you? Yes. That's how women see men, guys. Don't believe me? What do they say when they start getting some money and they're independent?
I don't need a man.
I don't need a man. I got my own money. See? Because that's what they want. They want the resources, and money's the biggest one.
Yep.
So back in the day, they used to go through men to get resources. Now they just go get resources direct, and they don't want the man. So now you have to be in a relationship where they want to be with you because they have the money already. So girls will give you sex because they like you. So guys will give money to girls and they'll commit to girls because they like them, not because they want the money.
Right.
So like say you want to be with a girl that wants to be with you, and you give commitment to the girl because she wants to be with you, not because she wants your money. So in other words, you want to have a job that you believe in the purpose and the mission, and you happen to get paid.
That's the ideal.
That's the ideal. So a lot of girls don't want you. They want the money. They'll fool you to get the money. But the real ones that really want you don't care about the money, and they show it. But always plan for the worst. Pretend that they always want for the money. Because if they wanted the money, you have a plan. And if they didn't want the money, they really want you, then they'll stay with you.
That's right.
Because that's what a real woman that really wants to stay with you will stay with you to be with you, because that you are, in her eyes, that's the benefit, is your presence. Because she likes to feel how she likes herself when she's with you, and she can't get that feeling from anybody else but you.
Right.
There's no money that can give her that feeling because she wants to be with you. She feels good with you. So then that's when you really mean something to her.
Absolutely.
And that's how you win the relationship game. Now, the biggest one that I recommend to avoid is false accusations. That's the biggest one. How do you prepare for that? The one that you prepare for that is you have to be real sensitive. So the way that they talk about their ex is the way they're going to talk about you. And if they even comment, I heard this one girl talk about her ex, putting, like, say she had kids with this guy, and she was with her boyfriend, the new boyfriend. And the girl says, put false accusations on the stepdaddy. So I know the stepdaddy. She put false accusations. So I knew the ex. And the ex was telling me that his ex, the baby mama, was putting false accusations on him. Okay? I don't know if it's true or whatever, but she was saying false accusations on him. Sexual assault or something like that, right? So, let's say the other guy,
the
new boyfriend, if he sees that treatment, how he treats her ex, and he kind of knows, that's his future. So if you have a girlfriend that's lying about when she doesn't get her way somewhere, see, that's character. She goes that far to get her way. If she acts very immature, if she doesn't do the right thing when it's hard, those are the facts. If she jokes around, oh, I'm gonna cut off your dick when you're asleep or some shit like that, that's a black flag, guys. Leave her.
That's a black flag. Yeah.
Joking around, and she's joking around.
Yeah, like, oh, if you ever leave me.
There could be some truth. She could be playing around, but if there's a little bit of truth, like when they're joking about serious things like that,
yeah, you need to nip that in the bud right there.
You need to get the fuck out. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. So, you know, you girl, if you think she didn't mean it, you can just be like, hey, what are you saying? That's bullshit. Get really, really mad and see how she reacts. So if she's like right away, you know, apologizes or something, might be like it. But be real careful. The things that she kind of jokes about are when you see her when she's really mad.
Yeah.
Like, how does she act mad with her loved ones? Like, does she just really want to be vengeful? That's how she's going to act with you. When you see the worst behavior to somebody that she doesn't like, and she's doing the wrong thing, that's the black flag, guys.
Yeah.
Because she'll do that to you. Remember, she's an emotional. They don't think. And they do crazy shit. That's why when girls get so angry, beat up the guy, call the cops, and say that he was beating her up, and there's the false accusation. So if your girl, to a certain extent, gets violent when you start arguing, that's a black flag, guys. When she starts doing that stuff, that's get away from her. Definitely. Because she doesn't care if she's right or wrong. All she cares about is if she wins. Because now it becomes an ego thing. It's a pride thing. Now it doesn't matter who's wrong or right. It's like she wants to be right.
And she wants you to lose.
Right. So when you see that behavior, you need to fire fast. You need to get the fuck out.
Absolutely.
So that's the thing. To win at the relationship game is really protecting you how you cannot lose. Don't think about winning. Don't think about how you're going to fuck and do this and do that, because that's not winning. Winning is avoiding the bad shit. I know it's not very, oh, wow, you're winning something. Not losing is winning, guys. Because there's a lot of guys, I don't care how up there you are. Like, look at Andrew. He got falsely accused, and he got put in prison, and there was no proof against him. There's some people that have no proof. Look at Johnny Depp.
Well,
he was innocent, and he still got
And that's
smeared.
on the big leagues.
That's the big league.
Imagine the average Joe or the average guy. Like, I have someone that was falsely accused, no proof, no evidence, spent 6 months in jail, and it would have been longer if he hadn't had such a good lawyer. So
and the worst thing is, it's a free roll for girls.
Yeah, because there's no consequences.
If they accuse you falsely, they win if you go to jail. And if you don't go to jail, they don't get punished. So they got nothing to lose.
Right.
That's why it's a black flag, guys. That means run.
Definitely.
Get the fuck out. So that's how you win. You just, any kind of bad character, they haven't matured psychologically. They haven't matured morally or ethically. If you see the ethics, the wrong character, leave. And this one, you be careful with the really good-looking girls, because usually they have their way. And when good-looking girls are always having their way, when they don't, they freak out because they always have their way. They haven't matured. They're like little kids. They don't know being told no. And when they're told no, they say, "Fuck this! I'm gonna get my way. I always have been. Why wouldn't I? I always got the princess treatment. Why aren't you treating me like a princess?" And a princess does what the fuck she wants, and she'll do whatever she wants.
With little
consequences. Have you heard those girls? Like, the teacher gives her a bad grade, and she's a princess.
And the teacher gets fired.
And the teacher gets fired and all that stuff, and he was innocent?
Yep.
That's where it comes from. So to win at the game is prevention, guys. It's on the defense. It's defense game. Protect your assets. You have some money, you have no money, but you have your freedom, you have your health. Imagine being locked up. So you're like, man, I'd rather just be out and have nothing than be falsely accused just because you wanted to get some tail. You're thinking with your dick. And if she didn't get her way because she wants to manipulate you, girls want them their way. And if you don't give them their way, they'll do incredible things to get their way.
Yeah, they will.
So be careful, guys. Prevention game is how you win at the relationship game. If you like this, hit like, subscribe, put your comments, see what you guys think. This is what we think. Put your experiences so other readers can read from. They can learn from your wisdom or your pain. And if you find this useful, share it with somebody that needs it. Prevention is key, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.